Yeah.
You look younger and younger. I had to say that.
Well, we're old. We're really old.
I'm not talking about Abraham.
Really old.
I meant Esther. And I don't know
She
how
looked
to
pretty-
explain it. You just look younger and younger. I have just two short questions. One of them is, I am very intrigued or interested about, you mentioned sometimes that, you have mentioned sometimes that you write with Jerry in the mornings.
Yeah, Esther does.
And I am just interested because sometimes I know I have communication with my grandparents and even with my old sister, which is my grandparents passed, but my sister is alive. And I know I'm having communication even with my old sister. She's in Miami. But it's more of a mental awareness. It's not a conversation that flows and gets that is written. How did that process happen, especially after the departure?
The reason it was easy for Esther is because she's been receiving from us like that. Okay. And so she gets the blocks of thought. So she understands what the process is like. It's just a matter of momentum. It's just a matter of practice. In other words, what's happening right here and now is that Esther has, through in the early days, it was about 9 months of meditation. She quieted her mind enough at the same time that she was asking, who is my spiritual guide? So she quieted her mind with that question pulsing within her. And after a while, figured out how to just stop her own thought enough that there was little enough resistance that her vibration raised to the frequency that we are, and when her frequency and our frequency were at the same place, what we knew, she knew. See how it works? It happens to you all the time. You are often in perfect concert with Source. Yeah. But often you talk yourself out of it, or you don't sustain it. And Esther doesn't hold herself there all the time either. In other words, it's much easier under these conditions, as you are calling Abraham through her. So Esther learned that she could sit and meditate and quiet her mind, and that as she did, thoughts would begin to occur. And we always say to you, we're not whispering words in her ear. We are knowing what we know, and in the frequency that we are, when she meets the frequency that we are, then she knows what we know, and she finds words that best reflect, as best she can, what we know. That's what this whole process is. And there is not one of you who doesn't have the ability to do that if you want to. But it takes some practice. In other words, Esther, what she says every time she stands at the podium, already 3 times today she stood there, her words to us as she is settling in are, Abraham, I want to speak clearly your meaning. Because she doesn't want what she thinks about anything to get mixed in with this. In other words, her process before a day like this is that she quiets her mind. She sits backstage. She does anything she can to keep herself from being active about something. In fact, it's a little bit different for her as she is now holding up the envelope, because as she's talking to you, she's active as Esther, and it takes a little bit more time for her to relax and allow the vibration of Abraham to be what's dominantly here, you see. So all of you are extensions of Source energy, without exception. It's just the degree to which you are allowing that frequency, and it's something that you practice into being.
So that quieting that you just shared with us, that Esther practices behind the curtain, so that
and in her room before, and in the night before, and
it's easier, and it becomes easier, and because I benefit enormously of your guided meditations. And sometimes I wonder, are there other premises of even higher vibration that I can just give it continuance of what I have benefited?
The evolution of that will never cease. In other words, the words that were written by us for the purpose of that meditation, carefully selected for the vibrational content of every word, and the the momentum or the progression of the words as you are moving through them, and more coming. And so, is your question: Are there other words from other places that?
Yeah, of even a higher vibration or different premises that we
you see,
that are not in that product.
Yes, but that's what that step 4 is that we're talking about. You get there, you practice it, you be it, you own
access.
it, you are it, and your life experience then presents a question that is beyond that, and then, of course, another answer, another doorway opens, another room opens, another avenue opens. Yes, never ending.
Awesome.
Never ending.
That was it.
Yeah.
Thank you.